What's going on, guys? Bankrupt Games here with more Armored Core 6. Last episode when we left off, we just carried on making our way through chapter 5, but we saw some new missions that we didn't see last playthrough as we're heading towards our next ending that we have to achieve. So I recommend going back and watching that because it was quite cool experiencing something new, and it's quite a cool tough mission as well, so it was nice to have a bit of a challenge. But yeah, this episode we're just going to be carrying on heading towards the end of the game. And the next mission we're going to be doing is Breach the Carmen Line, and yeah, this takes place on board the Xylem as it's heading up in space, as we're heading towards the end of the game here.
I'll brief you on the job, tourist. The Xylem's just inside the Carmen Line, skimming the border of outer space. Meanwhile, Arquebus still hasn't taken full control over Rubicon's closure system. They're locked out of the satellite cannons, making this their last line of defense. We'll be fighting their interceptor fleet in the air, but we're not totally screwed. This area of space is thick with residual coral from the fires of Ibis. Take a dip in the coral flow, you could draw on an unlimited source of energy. That's all, tourist. Break through the fleet, and the vascular plan is ours.
It's kind of funny, I was actually really hoping that they'd do something like this. And when I saw the mission, I was thinking, oh, we'll have to take a quad-legged AC so we can make use of the hover ability. But it seems like they've got us covered, really. Not quite sure which build is going to be best. Imagine something with a lot of ammo. Might just take our back to basics build just because it's quite fast. And you can see on our energy load we've got quite a lot of leeway. So even though we've got our, way of sort of refilling our energy in the air, we should be able to sustain our flight reasonably well. With this one. Then if that doesn't work out, I might take our missile boat or something like that. Yeah, for now we'll stick with our back to basics build.
Time to do or die. Let's get our laughs while we can.
System activating combat mode.
Let the games begin. Hope you don't mind a little friendly competition. Whoops. Looks like I got the first point.
That was cool. Didn't expect it though. But it looks like we actually have unlimited energy, which is freaking cool. Yeah, in some ways I was expecting it to be like you have to stay in a certain area to get the energy back. But no, you just have unlimited energy, which is really, really cool.
Not bad, tourist. Looks like all your fans are dying to see you, tourist. Blast your way through. We're cleaning up.
This is awesome. Nice to have a little bit of a power fantasy in an AC game. Or a FromSoftware game, really. It's not normally the case. But again, awesome skybox. Reminds me of fighting on the winged flying cities in Armored Core 4 Answer.
We've lost the Vanguard. Main fleet, maintain formation.
That's the third interceptor to go down. 45. I gotta catch up. Last round. Let's get that rear guard, tourist.
Attention main fleet 3. Focus your keel railguns on that AC. This
Trying
nonsense has
to
gone too far.
move up here to avoid their railgun shots.
Right, tourist. Thing
Obviously,
is,
not being out,
serious
having to worry
ones
about our
die
energy
fast.
makes things a lot easier to
Should
dodge the
at least pretend
attacks.
to be having fun. Interceptors down. I scored 2 more. We're not done yet. 9.
I do want Cindercarla's gun though. That'd be pretty cool. Saying that, we basically have that in the carousel.
10. Good job. That's this sector dealt with. Wait, what's that? We're under attack? Tourist! Unidentified AC on the Xylem. Head back, pronto!
Might take us a minute to get there, it's quite far away. Don't know how this will be. Oh, is it?
Here we are, buddy.
Yeah, it's Rusty again.
I was right all along. You were just another threat to Rubicon.
It's that Vesper. That's no Archivist, they say.
Even with the combined might of
No
the
idea where he's gone.
corporations, I couldn't stop you. This new AC can.
Well, that explains it. I don't know why. It looks like he was using the corpse, too.
HP at 50%.
Always been after Rubicon, taking what they can get. Someone has to put an end to this injustice.
Don't look at me, tourist. Just make sure you win this.
Where did this resolve come from? You must have chosen something, sacrificed something. You found your purpose, didn't you?
No repair kits remaining.
I won't stop. Chase the cloud from over Rubicon.
Ouch.
Can fly high enough.
I don't think we're going to make this.
At 30%.
Farewell, buddy. Things will change, but I'll remember you.
Let's give this another go. Hopefully we'll avoid some of his attacks. Time our boost kick's a bit better to kick him out of his melee attack.
It's that Vesper. That's no Archivist, they say.
Even with the combined might of the corporations, I couldn't stop you. But this new AC can.
Well, that explains it. I don't know why, but it looks like he was using the corpse, too.
They always
finally managed to take him down. That did take a couple of attempts. But yeah, really satisfying fight. Went really well in the end.
Buddy, huh? Do him a favor, tourist. Remember him. Satellite cannons? This isn't right. There's no way the corpse took the closure system. Who's controlling them?
Certain times when we'll find out. But yeah, really, really cool mission. You know, like I said, I was hoping that FromSoftware did a sort of thing where you had unlimited energy like that and could just fly around freely, which was quite cool. Be nice if they did it in a mission where you were facing, you know, a lot of sort of smaller enemies, but at the same time they did have a boss battle against an enemy AC using, you know, with unlimited energy, which is really, really cool. And yeah, there was quite a tough fight actually. You couldn't. It was much more difficult to kick him out of his melee animation. Yeah, I don't really know exactly when it was, but you had to. It only had a couple of points in the animation where you could kick him out of it. But you need to be careful because if he staggers you, he will boost kick you as well, which can do a lot of damage. His orbit exceed as well does a lot of stagger damage along with his needle launcher in his hand. So you do need to be careful of that. But if you keep your distance a little bit and keep moving around, because the needle launcher does have a projectile travel time, you should be okay. And you can time your any melee attacks for after he does the big sweep, because he is still for a split second. So if you keep your distance, but then time your melee attacks for when he finishes his little melee combo, that's a good opportunity to get some good damage in. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have much advice for the fight. He seems to do a little bit worse off in the air, so maybe staying in the air might be quite a good idea. But yeah, I definitely think having a fast machine is a must for that fight. Can't really see a tank build working that great. But then again, double miniguns, you know, with grenade cannons or something like that, will probably do quite well just because of how fast firing they are. They'll probably stagger him quite well. But yeah, obviously it's up to you to decide how you take that mission on. But it seems like they've got access to the satellite cannons. They're not quite sure who's sort of running the show then now. But for completing that mission, we did get a new head part, and I think that's the part that Rusty was using. Got a new core part as well. Again, that looks like, yeah, this looks like all of what the parts Rusty was using on his
Augmented human
sort of upgraded armor core.
C4621, entering standard mode.
And then the next mission we have is the ending mission. I'll see if I can fit that in this episode, because we've still got quite a while left. But I'll have a quick look at these AC parts. So you can see the defenses are very high. Attitude stability is quite high as well. But in terms of its weight, it's still a middleweight part. AP isn't the highest, but with defenses that high, should be still offer a lot of protection. And I assume the rest of the parts are going to be of a similar stat. Boost efficiency adjustment is really good on this core part, and generator supply adjustment. So if you want a build that's going to be able to stay in the air, that's probably quite a good choice, along with pretty decent protection. The defenses aren't quite as high on the chest part, and the attitude stability is pretty rubbish as well. Firearm specialization is really good on these arm parts. Pretty lightweight as well. And again, the legs are very lightweight. No real standout stats other than jump height maybe, but that's not the most important stat. And if you want jump height, just use reverse jointed legs. So yeah, some interesting parts there. The arms might be quite good if you have like a dual pistol build or something like that with their firearm specialization. But yeah, let's take on the last mission and see what the story is. We haven't heard from Maya again, so don't don't know if she's gonna. We haven't heard from Aya in a while, so we don't know if she's gonna pop up at any point again.
Raven.
Talk of the
I
devil.
was the one who fired the satellite cannons.
That explains that.
I know that you've made your choice. Then I must do my duty. As a Rubiconian.
Seems like a pretty clear threat there. Trying to think what build we used at the end of the last playthrough. I think we used this guy here, and it worked out pretty well. Sitting as we face Hand of Water at the end of the last playthrough, we'll use an armor core using his parts, and we'll use this guy here with the orbit seeds and needle launchers. Sorry. See how it does. If it doesn't work out too well, I might change over to maybe our dual minigun setup in the wheelchair, wherever he's gone. There he is. Because I assume that'll take her down.
I'm waiting at the closure station. Come to me, Raven.
Definitely sounds like she wants to fight. But it's interesting to see. I assume she's going to be in an armor core, even though she's an entity in the coral. So that's quite cool.
The ship's pretty roughed up. Autopilot's out. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. I'll leave the satellites to you, tourist. You know, for a tourist, you've got a sense of humor. Good luck out there.
And yeah, that's a pretty cool place to have a final boss.
I know you can still see it. The voices of the coral. And yet you turned your back on our shared potential. You want to silence us forever.
I want that. I don't think we're going to be getting it though. Someone should definitely make a mod where you can play as the boss characters. That'd be awesome.
I will stop you. You will never burn Rubicon.
Kind of sad to go against our old friends, but that's very similar to the end of last playthrough as well, I guess.
Activating combat mode.
But let's take this girl down.
I will stop you and the Cylon.
I'm not liking the way she's walking towards us though.
Of this machine. Symbiosis, shared life. I saw the potential for our future within you. You and I have walked together.
That's a lot of attacks.
50%. At 30%.
We did not do much damage to her there at all. And we're not doing great on health kits. I think this is totally the wrong build to be using, just because of melee attacks if we get close. We need to get close to use our weapons. So yeah, I think this is totally the wrong build.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Strong. Dangerous. I will hold nothing back.
Yeah, a bit unfair. She has that pulse armor. Comes back all the time. But yeah, that sort of went the way I expected it to there.
Stop the siren.
Like I said, I think that was a poor choice of build with the fact that she mainly focuses on, or does a lot of melee attacks. So I think, like I said, we'll switch over to our minigun wheelchair build. Got our grenade cannons for slightly longer range, and our miniguns should wear down her shield and her armour as well, really. And the tank legs have a pretty good boost kick on them as well when we stack her.
Main system activating combat mode.
And we're nice and fast as well, which should help us out.
Siren. Carry your shared resolve on the wings of this machine. Symbiosis of shared life. I saw the potential for our future within there. You and I could have walked together.
Just waiting for our miniguns to cool down.
At 50%.
I realize what you are. The spark of power. Fires that haunt
That was freaky.
Rubicon.
No idea how we managed to dodge it though. That was cool, doing that transform thing. Then we've got the like phantom things.
At 30%.
I'll end this, Raven.
At 50%.
She's still messing us up. No idea what that was, but I'm glad we staggered her out of it. Now miniguns cool down a little bit.
Light and ammunition at 50%.
Running low on ammo.
Ammunition at 50%.
She's running low on health.
Humanity wants to burn it all. Everything on Rubicon. I won't let you. Your fire must die.
Left light shoulder ammunition at 50%.
Come on, come on.
At 30%.
It's close. Take her down. That was awesome. Not quite sure what them whole like phantom things were that was going after us. But yeah, and I'm not sure what one of the attacks she was going to do was when she went up into the air, but like I said, I'm glad we staggered her out of it. I think that build worked a lot better.
were no winners at the close of the Coral War. When the storm of fire finally faded, only the ashes of civilization remained. Ruined and haunted, the corporations made a joint announcement with the Planetary Closure Administration. Rubicon was to be abandoned, left a dead planet forever. Meanwhile, the monster who burned the stars vanished into the flames, never to be heard from again. Yet history would forever remember. The fires of Raven.
That's pretty cool. Doesn't give us the most amount of answers though. We don't know if that was a better option. And with the planet being left, does that mean that the core will be left to rebuild again? And you know, another sort of cataclysmic event will happen anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure if we made it out. I very much doubt it. But it reminded me very much of the Shura ending of I can't remember the name. Sekiro, that's it. There at the end, yeah, with the way I was talking about us. Let's see if we get anything after the credits.
Unlock condition verified. Playing back message. Sender, Handler Walter.
Looks like you got the job done. You chose to carry our burden and right the wrongs of the past. I'm sorry. And I'm grateful. 621. There's nothing left to bind you. Whatever choices you make now, I just hope you find your true potential.
Seems like we might have survived after all. We're getting messages from Han and Walter. But yeah, really awesome mission. Really cool boss battle. Yeah, not really much else to say. That was awesome. So yeah, just looking forward to see what next playthrough has in store for us. I do wonder if we unlocked any parts for that. Because obviously we just got Rusty's parts last mission.
Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Authentication complete. Removing MIA status.
So yeah, just throwing us back to the start of the game.
You passed the authentication. You've got plenty of experience. I've picked up some work.
All stuff we've seen before. But yeah, it doesn't actually look like we've got any parts. Like I said, I doubt we'd get Ibis's parts. But yeah, right back to the start of the game. Yeah, really enjoyed the second playthrough. There weren't as many differences as I was expecting, but it was nice to have yeah, a few different choices and obviously different missions thrown in there. So hopefully they've got more in store for us this playthrough. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed that. I thought it was an awesome boss battle. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to the music for it because I didn't pay much attention to that. I was more focused on just everything going on really, and the arena was awesome. You know, out in space there. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and next episode I guess we'll just make a start on our next playthrough and head towards, as far as I'm aware, the last ending we have to achieve. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing if there's any differences in store for us in comparison to our last two playthroughs. But I'm looking forward to getting on with it because I've enjoyed my time with the game very much so far. So I assume we've got more good things to come. But like I said, thank you for watching, and I hope you're enjoying the series so far and enjoying me watch play the game. If you are enjoying the series, please like and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.